Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews, and joined by the mad clown himself, Mr. Logan Creed. What's up, Mr. Creed?
My dad bought me this shirt.
Humana. What?
So my dad bought me this shirt.
Man, you gotta talk loud. Our 7 fans can't hear us.
Yeah.
What's up, 7 people?
What happens if you push the actual views and send it to places people watch?
Oh, you blaming me? Is that what you're saying?
I looked at yours and Chuck has got like 20-something views, and mine and yours is over 100. So you go check it out. You know.
I want to interview Stardust. I bet I get more than 100 views.
I bet you do.
So, watched any wrestling lately?
All that purple flamboyancy.
People like purple.
I do too. It's a royal color.
Yeah, I've heard.
Wrestling? Yeah. Last night I watched Ring of Honor.
What'd you watch?
It's weird on WWE on Monday night. What do most people usually watch? WWE.
Some people do.
I don't.
I watch WCW.
I watched a 30-minute highlight reel on Wrestling Reality, and it covers 3 hours, so it's like 10 minutes per hour.
I got you. But, so, what'd you watch on Ring of Honor?
Go blank. All right. Young Bucks. I'm trying to remember who they fought. Oh, it was the Hung Bucks, actually.
The Hung Bucks.
Yeah.
The Hangman.
With Hangman Page.
Yeah, Hangman Page.
And they fought SoCal.
SoCal Uncensored.
And then,
decent.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I haven't seen a bad match in Ring of Honor, honestly.
Really?
And, no, it wasn't. It was going to be, like, I thought it was going to be a 6-man. Mm-hmm. And they wound up doing Hangman Page versus Brian Daniels. I'm not Brian Daniels. Oh, my God. Christopher Daniels. Sorry, the names threw me off. But Bubba comes down, throws
Kazarian and
Scorpio out, and he thanked Bullet Club for not coming out because he'd asked him not to.
Yeah. So
after the match is over, he said if they come out at any point, they would suspend Christopher Daniels for such and such days, so nobody comes out.
Right.
At the end, God, I always forget this guy's name. Real big black dude. He's lost a lot of weight.
Shane Taylor?
That's him. And he's kind of doing a gun for hire type thing. And he come out and kicked the shit out of
Page,
yeah.
So the Bullet Club's almost baby faces there, right?
They basically are, yeah. And let's see, what was the other ones? The tag team of Punishment Martinez and the Bird guy. Shit.
Villain,
yeah.
Marty
Scurll versus the guy that sits on Boys and Jay Lethal.
Dalton
Castle. Like, I'm bad with names.
He's their champion.
I remember. I can't help it. I remember.
It's funny. He's their champion, but you really hadn't seen him on TV in any single matches. Like he does singles, like on the big shows, pay-per-views.
Well, like what it was is basically your opponent was your tag partner. So Punishment Martinez is going to fight
Marty Scurll.
That
makes sense.
Jay Lethal is going to fight.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was a cool concept because
I dig that.
Of course, they turned on each other somewhat. Mm-hmm. He accidentally kicks him in the corner, and then Scurll he would do something like chicken wing, and he tags in. So that was cool.
So kind of predictable, but a spin on
it wasn't. Yeah, it was different. I liked it because like Lethal, even though he kicked him in the face, they never really got mad. It was clearly an accident.
Right.
But like Marty and him were like, screw you.
Yeah. So it was really building the lower angle than it was the top.
A little bit of both, honestly. At the end, and the Briscoes fought Best Friends, and that was really good. Yeah, that was really good. And I guess after the fact, like Trent's got a ripped bicep because I was reading where they had other shows, and it was Hamburger and Taylor, so they were together. Chuck E. Cheese, yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So, I was reading that the other day, so I guess that was after the fact that being recorded. But I thought that was kind of cool. Just the name alone made me pop.
Yeah, it's so much fun to have with Cheeseburger. Him and Brutal Bob Evans were Brutal Bob's Burgers. Play on Bob's Burgers, the cartoon or adult cartoon or whatever. And then you got Chuck E. Cheese. That's pretty.
They did tag him with Jerry the King Lawler from Burger King.
Well, hey, I'll put over our friends over at New South. They've got a cheeseburger in their Haas tournament. So, yeah.
Wasn't the Haas tournament the real big guys?
Originally, that's what it kind of like some promotion started trying to do like a Haas division, where it's these huge guys.
That's what I thought.
But they've put a spin on it, and it's like heart of champion type thing.
Okay.
Ego regular Ray Fury is in it. He'll be wrestling Austin Theory.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. And then Donnie Primetime, we've seen in Ego a few times. He's wrestling. I believe he's wrestling Cheeseburger. So pretty cool, And check those guys out. That's New South in Alabama. It's a stacked card. I mean, it's just a phenomenal tournament. The amount of talent they're bringing in. They had Bob Holly going to be there as well.
I just remember last year, wasn't it like nobody was under the weight of like 300 pounds
yeah,
or something?
Yeah. But no, this is a completely different promotion so it's not the same promotion, yeah.
I remember it was Plunkett last time.
Yeah,
that was the one I saw pushing it.
Yeah, it's completely different promotion, completely different idea. But now they've got Gangrel taking Hardcore Holly's spot, so that's kind of cool. So, it's a little different. So, shout out to those guys. But, I think Cheeseburger's one of those required tastes, but I think you can have a lot of fun with him and a partner because of the play on names.
Serious matches, I've seen him in comedy matches. I like to watch him. I ain't got a problem with him anyway.
So,
him and Liger tag team.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, Juicing Burgers. I'm just kidding.
Juicy Burgers.
Yeah, Juicy Burgers. But I've watched Jeff Cobb versus Ricochet from I think it was Bola from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Phenomenal match. And then I watched Ricochet, Jeff Cobb, and Keith Lee. That was two big boys and one not so big boy in that match.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, well, he was probably doing the most punishment. If you wanted to, he was just out working on,
Run like hell.
Yeah.
So
check out Jeff Cobb and the Ricochet match. It was really good. Check out the triple threat. That was good as well. I didn't watch a whole lot of Impact. I had it on. My son was watching it. But honestly, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to it. I had some other things I had to do. So it was kind of like background noise. So I did get to watch Impact. Or I get to watch at Impact, but my son watched it. And he liked it. He said it was a really good episode. So if you want to take the advice of an 8-year-old, check out Impact.
Is that the one where Edwards got his face torn up?
Yep. Got it smoked. I did watch that spot.
Jesus, it was bad.
And I really felt bad for him, and I know it's one of these things where you can see things looking out that maybe they can't see looking in. But the way the chair did, the way you had set it, the chair was at an angle.
Was it?
So it's like you knew, like when you saw it coming, you knew it. Like
he was supposed to get jacked.
Yeah. I mean, you knew there was a slight chance that it wasn't going to end pretty. And the bad thing about it, like Sammy swung, because in theory, it was on the chair. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was going to suck, but it wasn't going to, suck.
I just saw the pictures later on. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it broke like all this. All this, So.
He looking like Brutus Beefcake when that damn Paracel got him.
Right, and I like Sammy Callahan. Like, he's one of the guys that I thought, especially when he was working his way up to being one of the top guys out there, he was really taking a lot of chances and outworking everybody, So he put the time and effort in to get there. But I think he didn't do himself any favors when on Twitter Cornette had said, said something about it or whatever, how could he have done it, that's not working, whatever. And Sammy said, yeah, but I'm still putting dollars in my pocket or something like that. So I think he kind of took the low road, and it didn't look good for him taking it. But it doesn't change the way. And I still think, they don't call it the Switchblade for nothing, or the horror show or the new horror show or whatever. So, I mean, I hate it for Eddie, but it's, it's things like that's going to happen.
I've never done that.
Right. So, I mean, it's not like he done it on purpose. So, and I see fans fussing because of the fact TNA's making an angle out of it. Well, how can you not make an angle out of it?
No option. It was televised.
Right. It was televised, and now your guys, having surgery and you can't be there. Well, you can say, oh well, it really didn't happen, so we're gonna pretend it didn't happen, because they're all like, it's a botch, and it was a botch, but not in the sense of, you know, what a lot of the crowd is making it out to be. It wasn't like, oops, you know, I drop kicked a guy and he wasn't there. Like, it was legit just an accident. It wasn't really a botch as much as it was an accident.
WWE did it with when Owen screwed up Austin's neck.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do something with it because it's there.
Right. I mean, you have to. Knows about right. It. So,
and you're a fool not to.
Yeah, and if nothing else, take this opportunity to watch.
Well,
TNA,
if anything, the guy that got hurt, so he's going to make money off of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're stupid not to.
Yeah, don't support him. You know. So
let him starve to death. It's okay. He's laying up and then got half a face, looking like Two-Face now. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? But I mean, you'd be an idiot not to watch the storyline, because if you don't now you're not going to help the guy that's actually hurt.
And what's funny is, like, you know, you could almost foresee like a trend starting where promotions are going to do these, you know, shoot accidental worked botches and then try to copy that. So because, you know, just in wrestling, if one promotion does it, everybody else is going to do it. There's going to be a trend where people are going to follow it.
Like somebody I know doing a paused match one time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Who did that?
Some bald-headed guy.
No, like, who did it first?
That's the first person I'd ever seen.
Exactly. Starting things.
Well, take it back. I'd seen something similar where it ended with, like, will he go with this one or will he not? But ECW did a pause like that, and then it come back and, like, the beginning of the show was, like, the answer to what they were doing.
Yeah, but they didn't, like, restart a match.
No. But I'm just saying, but it was like a pause, you know.
Yeah, we're trendsetters over here at Pro Wrestling Ego. We are not afraid to throw something at the wall and watch it slide down to the floor, not stick.
No.
So
right into the drain.
Yeah, but hey, we did it. We took a chance. So I saw Bill Behrens. He had said something about how, you know, it's funny how wrestlers won't be original; they just follow what everybody else is doing.
The beard thing.
Yeah, about beards or whatever. Says he. You know, he walked into the locker room and everybody looked the same, you know, and they're, so why do you got a beard? Oh, I want to be original, you know.
There's 30 of y'all in here and 28 of you have a beard.
Yeah. So,
could you at least shave yours differently than his?
Yeah. You know, when Jeff Hardy first started doing, like, the crazy designs and his beard and stuff like that and how he shaved, we worked a show with a guy and he had did it. And I'm like, looks cool on Jeff Hardy. You look stupid. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. Don't. That's one trend that, you know.
He looks cool. You look like Joe Dirt.
Yeah. You know. So, you know, but I thought it was funny because this guy was trying to rip it off, and I'm like, yeah, you look like an ass.
Well, I showed Daryl a poster, my roommate, and I'm like, look at the card. I said, everybody out here looks exactly the freaking same.
Really?
And I'm just like, this is, and I ain't saying they ain't good workers, but everybody had a cut-off shirt on, ain't got no sleeves, everybody's got on a shirt, and I'm just like, come on, man. I said, these people look like they literally just walked out of the garage and they rode to fight.
Well, I mean, you know, if you have them, if that's your gimmick, like, you know, your promotion.
Everybody on the card.
I'm just saying, if you're like, you know, Ring of Honors, you know, the high-flying guys, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is the, you know, kind of the upper echelon of indie wrestling. If this is more like
back in the day, like, okay, let me just go to the 80s. It's the easiest one. You had Bam Bam Bigelow, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior. That's just 4 guys. Tell me in any way whatsoever how they looked alike.
Big guys.
Well, besides that, they all stood out. They all had different gimmicks. They all had their own thing.
Yeah.
And if somebody tried to do their thing, they'd have kicked the hell out of them.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I stole somebody's gimmick or not. Saturday night, I got punched in the side of the head.
Yeah, that's a UFC gimmick.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what that was.
He forgot to tell me. So, but no, man, like, and you get caught up, especially like
the Hardys.
Yeah, you know, just anything. You know, like right now, Bullet Club's so popular, and there's 50,000 Bullet Club ripoffs. You know what I mean?
The shirts, man. Oh my god!
And don't be wrong, it's a really cool shirt. You know, but at the same time, is
90 people can't have it.
Right, and I'm okay with, like, you know, we just put out a T-shirt, and it's very similar to like the old school Monday Night Raw logo.
Yeah, but you stole something from like the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like
right now.
Yeah, like it's one thing to take something that's not, you know, in kind of the forefront and put it back in front of people. But another thing, they go, hey, you know that thing you think you see? Well, I'm going to take it over here, and I'm going to make it. You think you was coming to see something else, but it's not, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Well, they used to use fake... I know in Britain, they used to use fake Hulk Hogans, and fake warlords, and barbarians. And, like, they changed the name by, like, a letter.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like, it wasn't the Legion of Doom, it was the Legend of Doom.
Yeah. Buck's slogan. Yeah. You know, some crap.
So when we first started, you know, we did a show, and with a company, they had NWO Sting.
Oh, God.
And on their advertisement, you know, they had a big banner outside or whatever, and Sting was like written in 2-foot letters. NWO was like 2 inches right across the top.
You couldn't see NWO.
So you got NWO Sting, but I'm like, I wonder how many people come here thinking this is the real guy.
Everybody, because you don't remember they're chanting, "We want Sting, we want Sting," and the guy in the ring goes, "Yeah, we do too." Yeah. It's like, wow, you're high on your promotion.
But the cool thing is, it was the original NWO Sting. It wasn't like a fake NWO Sting.
That was cool, and he was actually a cool dude.
Yep. So that's very cool. But it's just one of those things where I think people tend to. Like, it's cool to find what's popular in society and make that into wrestling, but it's another thing to take what's popular in wrestling and try to recreate it, you know.
The NWO, the BWO, and the CWO, and all this crap.
Well, you know, like, the BWO almost worked because they were a parody. They wasn't claiming to be,
parody.
But, like, you know, the NWO, the NWO 2000, the black and white, the Hollywood, like, it got so watered down because, like, hey, this worked. Well, let's just spread it out over everything. You know, and you couldn't. And then you had the LWO, and then the OWO, and the PWO, and the, you know, QWO, or whatever, you know.
Say hello to the fat guy. They threw a chicken bone at him. But it was the blue guy.
Right, but it was
not the fat guy.
Yeah, but it was a parody, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it wasn't like, hey, I'm trying, look at me, I am Scott Hall, you know.
And, you know, he did a parody of Gold Dust that got him on to WWE as Blue Dust.
Yeah.
That's like, wow, that's, you know. So I ain't saying it's a bad thing, but you can't go around and claim that's your own.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, like, if I wanted to take aspects of Stone Cold and make it my own, that's one thing. If I call myself Stone Cold and spell it with a K instead of a C, then,
you know. I told you about the show I went on, the guy did that.
Yeah.
Mr. Nasty.
Well, I heard a story this weekend of another guy down from, like, Stone Pensacola Cold? Or whatever, and he did the Stone Cold... but he was like Stone Cold John Austin or something like that, and black trunks and everything, like his whole 9 yards, you know, and did the same thing, like, and people went crazy for it. And said it was funny because he'd make more money than other guys on the show because, you know, people thought, you know, oh, well, this must be that guy we saw on TV, or this must be the guy we heard about.
His cousin.
Well, you know, it's just one of them. A lot of people are casual fans. And they may have heard of Stone Cold, never saw him, you know. Right. And they may have heard of Stone Cold, but didn't know his name was Steve Austin. So, oh, well, yeah, I saw that Stone Cold guy. Yeah, you know, I saw him at the local show. So, but, I mean, that's why you do it. You know, I guess, is try to get those people that only know about it but don't know what it is, you know.
They try to make $1, but.
So, you know, it's like the Dead Man. You know, there was a guy, you know, kind of in the North Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama area or whatever.
I was supposed to be on 2 shows with him, and no shows.
Yeah, you know, and he had like a silhouette of the Undertaker, like his picture was always blurry on posters or whatever.
Turned backwards.
Yeah,
like you could see the corner of his face.
Yeah, so like, you know, from a long shot he was similar to the Undertaker, but if you know, if you didn't know, oh yeah, like, oh, there's the Dead Man, like, oh yeah, we know who he is, you know.
He had a trench coat.
Yeah, trench coat, and, you know, some long hair. So
he bought it at the truck stop.
Yeah, pretty horrible. But we ain't Life in the Headlocks coming up.
No, I'm out.
Oh, man.
I did all 3.
And what was the last one you put up?
Big K.
Big K.
That was fun. I liked all the Big K.
Did you?
Yeah. That was right before he got Stardusted.
Yeah.
Stardust. He dusted his ass with that glove, bro. Good God.
So, yeah, I'm the House Show podcast put up like the hard cam version of the last event with commentary, and I was watching Stardust earlier, and it's still funny that he told Shaky, I tried to help you win, but the referee didn't see me help you. I was like, that's pretty funny. So,
the ref's too dumb to help him out. Huh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Stardust was not at the right angle. So, but
I think big as he is, he'd be a wide angle in a lot of areas,
especially in purple.
Exactly. So he kind of stick out a little bit.
I mean, especially among a sea full of normal Mississippi-looking folks, and then you have Stardust
with a white face, and purple
silver face,
silver. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you can't call him white.
I'm sorry.
Silver. They get your color straight.
Oh, hell.
He's silver and purple. He said, what kind of northern purple or something is what he said it was.
I left a comment under one of our things saying I would get my chair back under it out of his cold, dead hands. Like, damn, dude, it's just a $10 chair.
Yes, but see, it's a $10 chair that's been held by Stardust.
So
it makes it more valuable.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I gave him to sign it. It's my chair.
Yeah, he should do that. So,
battle for the medal.
Anything coming up? You got anything in the works?
Not really, not right now. Watch more wrestling.
We got Pathway to Pain, March 24th, Bigfoot Training Academy.
I'm glad we're going to get the word heavy getting some. This Pathway is about to drive me crazy.
You should try to keep up with them. Then we have the Golden Path.
I did come up with one.
On April 7th. And then May 19th, the big one, the Path to Pride 5.
Sorry.
Not left-hand 5, but right-hand 5.
I had the gravel road to glitter.
That has nothing to do with path.
Shut up.
So, the gravel path to glitter. Yeah. So, we got those coming up. Path to Pride, we're going to crown a new Pride champion. And so far, we have had 2 competitors qualify for that fatal 4-way match. And that is O'Shea Edwards and Ray Fury.
Mm-hmm.
So,
gonna flip a coin for that 2 spots or something?
No, we're on our Facebook page. The last day of the month, we release another qualifying match. So go to our Facebook if you want to see how Ray Fury got into the last match, to the final match. If you want to see how O'Shea Edwards got into the final spot, go check those out on our Facebook page. And then subscribe to it and look forward to seeing who the next 2 guys are. You'll see one at the end of March and the end of April. And then we'll have the 4-way May 19th.
Wait a minute now. What was the fight between Chuck and...
That was to earn the last spot. So Bubba earned a spot into the triple threat match. He didn't earn a spot into the finals. There was 1 spot left in the tournament. We picked 12 wrestlers, 4 triple threats. Okay. So you'll see Bubba's triple threat match. And his 2 opponents and who they fight on the more than likely to be this month. So at the end of the month, last day of the month, check our Facebook page out, and you'll be able to see if Bubba makes it into the final spot.
I thought it wasn't Bubba no more. Please,
J.D. Jenkins. My bad.
Don't be Bubbler anymore.
J.D. Jenkins.
Like I want to pop the bubble if it is.
Yeah, he's kind of almost turned over an aggressive leaf, like he's still the happy-go-lucky guy, but he's definitely not the guy you want to step in front of anymore.
I liked it better when he was like the big boss man and he was certified.
Yeah, certified. So J.D. Jenkins may be certified. We need to ask him.
He needs to be certified. He never needs to be a bubbler again.
Yeah. Well, he has a bubbly personality, so I'm looking forward to that. And we have confirmed that we will have a federated title match at the Path of Pride.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to seeing John Davis back in the house.
Any idea against who?
Let's just say it's a guy from television. Not gonna say what television, but television.
Gee, you speak on many levels right there.
So I will say tonight.
Is it good television?
I'll say it comes on Access.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you have Access. So we have a New Japan Pro Wrestling competitor coming in to wrestle John Davis for the federated title, and pretty excited about that. We'll let you know who that is in the next couple of weeks.
I hope so. It's usually a real good idea how to advertise.
Yeah, well, you got to build up the anticipation.
Suspense.
Yeah. So look forward to that, and check out Access. Check out New Japan on Access, and you may get to see the guy.
I'll give him like 5 people who it might be and see if anybody can figure it out.
I'll give you the clue that he's not a Japanese guy. And he was in.
What was that? I was talking about like make a poll, see if the fans can figure out who it might be.
I was gonna say he's a Japanese guy, and at one time he was in the Olympics.
Okay.
He was an Olympic wrestler for freestyle wrestling.
Gotcha.
In 2004 Olympics in like Athens, Greece. So just roll your DVRs back to 2004 and watch the Olympic Games from Athens, Greece.
Okay.
And see if you can figure out who it is.
I still like my idea better.
Yes, so we may do a poll and see if people can guess.
Anybody
who it is.
can do the poll. They're easy to make.
So there you go. So look forward to that. See you March 24th. And like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff to here on YouTube, Anchor.fm, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Later, guys.